Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Saturdays with Tara Hangout on Air. I'm Mary Beth at the Law of Attraction Club, and we're on the web at the LOAclub.com. On these Hangouts, we collaborate with our friends Tara. This Hangout is the summary of our theme for the week and continues on our member conference line with live Q&A. Today's topic is affirmations. The how, why, and when of Law of Attraction affirmations. You can get invites to our open calls, which we offer periodically, and our powerful free letting go process by going to the LOAclub.com. So now we're going to hand the call over to Robin, who will be bringing through Tara. So welcome, everyone, and over to you.
Welcome. Let's begin with this simple statement about choice. To make a change in your life, you make a new belief choice, and then you line up with it, consciously and superconsciously. That's it. The fundamental process really is that simple. But even simple processes are not easy to follow if you've developed some strong patterns of belief that sabotage your best efforts to make those changes. So today we're going to really get into one of the highly effective tools you can use to replace those old patterns: positive self-talk. This is the how, why, and when of Law of Attraction affirmations. What works, what doesn't work, and how to tell the difference. First, let's be clear that the actual words in themselves are inherently unimportant. The only purpose for the words is to kindle the thought. And the only purpose for repeating the words is to practice that new and different creative thought into your superconsciousness, into the very fabric of your belief systems. If the words are not helping with that, the words are powerless. Affirmations are conversations designed by your conscious mind to teach your superconscious mind a new truth about you. Secondly, as Abraham expressed this week, you want the desire because it is the idea or the goal or the creation that is responsible for a good amount of life force to flow through you. The main event is the life force that is flowing through you, not the manifestation. And if you don't believe us now, wait until that manifestation has popped and realize that its power to draw life through you will be greatly diminished. That's why you keep wanting another goal and another goal and another goal. In other words, let's be clear that the objects of your desire are also not, in themselves, inherently important. They are simply what summons that creative force within you. And when that flows, life is fantastic. This is the main tent. This is what it's all about: knowing your power and exercising it. You can think of it this way. It is through you, an aspect of all that is experiences itself. You chose this focused space-time virtual reality to have the experiences that it presents, to give birth to new desires, to change your expectations, and thereby joyfully create new things. But the things are not important. You are here for the joy of creation. We might mention, Mary Beth, you might want to mute yourself. Thirdly, let's re-emphasize once again the importance of being consciously aware when you stray into "where's my stuff" territory. Because words or no words, if you're moving into lack and doubt and worry, you're heading away from what you want. And you can't be consciously aware of this all the time unless you've trained your subconscious mind to watch out for it and let you know. Once again, affirmations can help. We can design affirmations that promote that alignment, that facilitate a deep learning within you. Affirmations are conversations designed by your conscious mind to teach your superconscious mind a new truth about you. And part of that new truth can be that you have developed an ongoing and ever-present awareness of how you feel. Let's recap the fundamentals. Most of you are focused on so-called physical things. So to you, the most important thing about the law of attraction is that it shapes everything you would call physical. You and the world and the people around you. But it's important to understand that it's much more than some would portray it, as merely one of the 5 or 500 other various cosmic laws. It's the universal and foundational principle that shapes every single thing you experience. Also, and not often discussed, is the fact that it also shapes the very consciousness that's you and everything spiritual you intersect with. If there are other cosmic laws in your world, they exist because you choose to believe they do, and because the law of attraction surrounds you with your own personal matching context, the particular version of the world that precisely matches your tapestry of beliefs and expectations. There's not one single thing that's external to you that has any fundamental control over what flows into your experience. There's no spiritual entity expecting things of you and judging you or guarding over you. There's no karma, luck, fate, or alignment of the stars that can impact you in the slightest, unless by your beliefs you create the apparent existence of those things. You create it all. When you choose new beliefs and expectations and line up with them, you change and your context changes. Lining up means getting what you know and expect consciously to line up with what you know and expect subconsciously and superconsciously. When you made those old belief choices that are no longer serving you, you practice them into your expectation tapestry. As you discover new things you are now choosing to believe, it's important to practice those new choices into a new version of that tapestry. That's where affirmations can play a key role. Affirmations are conversations designed by your conscious mind to teach your superconscious mind a new truth about you. You see, it's your subconscious mind that's really handling all the detail of your life. If it didn't, you couldn't function. It makes 99.9% of decisions about you and your everyday existence. So if you're desirous of stepping away from default creation, which is to say you want to deliberately choose a new story, and to some extent you will do, here's what you actually need to do, what this whole discussion is all about. You have to teach your subconscious to tell that new story. You can speak positive sounding words about being affluent until the cows come home. But if your tapestry still has that old story about money doesn't grow on trees, you cannot experience abundance. So let's repeat our definition of law of attraction affirmations. They are conversations initiated by your conscious mind to train your subconscious into telling a new story. So now let's get down to the nuts and bolts of designing affirmations and using them. We're going to suggest some guidelines and give you some examples. But remember, these are for you, and there's nobody else with exactly the same story or the same world. So explore what works for you. Also remember, this is not about going through the motions and not just about saying words. This is about making real changes. It's about thinking and imagining new things and feeling good about it. There are no rules. But here's what we suggest as the 3 most important concepts. Number 1, always something positive. Never the absence of a negative. 2, always first person, present tense. This is about you. I am, I have, etc. Number 3, say them, think them, and make sure you feel good about them. When you're feeling good, you're moving in the right direction. When you're feeling bad, you're moving in the wrong direction. Here are some examples. Follow along with these in your mind. I'm a powerful creator. I love the way in which I confidently attract the things I want into my life. And my goal is in deciding and then consciously my world. And stepping more into abundance. And my life adventure, an exciting, wondrous place of discovery. I find myself more and more each day in the awareness of who I am. It's a place of peace and power and fun and freedom. Good. Remember that nothing is more important than that you feel good. Sometimes you may feel these direct statements are too much of a shift to really feel good when you say them. When that happens, you can soften them with, I'm finding my way into, or I'm in the process of, or I've decided that, or I'm on my path to, such as, I'm becoming a powerful creator, and these affirmations are really helping me to be in that place. And I'm in the process of finding my ideal mate, and it's fun to be in eager anticipation. And I'm on my way to vibrant health and a life filled with adventure. Good. Sometimes detail can be juicy. Sometimes detail trips you up and you get into the dreaded hows. When that happens, step back from the detail and go general. And by the way, did we mention that nothing is more important than feeling good? For example, specific. I'm attracting to me my ideal partner, tall, dark, and handsome, who enjoys dancing and hiking and sharing great food and good wine. In general, I'm becoming truly open to a new and special relationship in which we both discover the joy of true love. Do you remember the story where the fairy godmother grants 3 wishes? Well, you only ever need 1 wish, because then you can wish that every future wish will come true. There's an exact equivalent to that in this affirmation discussion. Not only can you teach your subconscious new stories about you and your world, you can teach it a new story about new stories. Here's some universal affirmations that will enroll that powerful servant of yours in the very process of making change easy. Think your way along with these. I take a time out many times each day to think about who I am and where I'm going. When I do some of my favorite affirmations, I'm discovering more and more the power of pivoting away from negative thinking and stepping powerfully and joyfully into the awareness of my creative power. This is living. And I know when I feel good, and I really notice when I'm not. My subconscious lets me know instantly when I shift towards negative thinking. And I pose to myself the question, what do I want now? And I make a new choice. Good. Here are some suggestions from our friends Abraham that fall into the category of new story about new stories. I am being certain now. I'm being clear now. I'm being precise now. I'm being definitive now. I'm being selective now. I'm being deliberate now. I'm having fun now. I'm on my way now. I'm living life now. I'm evolving perfectly now. But now is really good. Now is just right. And then there's a lot of power in simply being aware of who you are. We could say that you are a child of God, but sort of implicit in that is the idea of a God as a perfect, all-powerful father figure, with you as some sort of lesser and very imperfect creature. And that's simply untrue. You are an always connected part of Source, or all that is. You are God. And it's your thoughts that control everything that appears on your stage and enters your experience. So how about this? Think about these words. I am an always connected part of all that is. This world is my creation. This world is my stage. I'm here on an adventure to mix it up and joyfully create new and wondrous things. I'm here to enjoy life. I'm here for the fun of it. Good. So how do affirmations work? They paint a new imaginary picture, and your subconscious begins more and more to see this new picture as the new truth about you and your world. So how do you create affirmations? Follow the guidelines above and create powerful first-person present tense pictures of the new you. So why should you focus on this? Because it's one of the most powerful tools you have for aligning yourself at all levels with what you want. So when should you do them? Twice a day, at beginning and end, is a good habit to create. More is even better. If you're ever going to be obsessive compulsive about anything, make it this. So does this sound like a powerful process you can use? And if so, what new commitment do you want to make? What new action are you now going to take today? What are you going to do this week that's different? Affirmations are conversations designed by your conscious mind to teach your superconscious mind a new truth about you. They can be a powerful tool. And so we encourage you into your law of attraction affirmations. Be in anticipation of change. Watch for small signs. Watch for minor miracles, then the major miracles. Don't watch from a where's my stuff feeling of doubt, but allow yourself to be in quiet but eager anticipation of the new doors that are going to open up before you. Doors that simply didn't exist in that old world of yours. Doors that now lead you naturally and flowingly into life as you always knew it could be. We are standing right now with the new you, in the new matching version of your reality. And so, hi there, and welcome in. Good. And now let's move to our longer discussion and to your questions.
This Hangout on Air was the summary of our theme for the week. We do 3 live calls a week with Q&A for our members on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. You can become a member by going to the loaclub.com/join. Our longer discussion with Q&A continues now on our member conference line. So back